This is what narcissists steal from your life. They are like the devil. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're diving into a heavy topic. This is what narcissists steal from your life. Take a moment to think about that. If you enjoy the content, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share with others. So let's talk about what the narcissist steals from you. First off, they snatch away your self-belief. Right from the start, when you first met them, they didn't want you feeling confident. Nope, they wanted to mess with your head. Before they even started gaslighting you, they were sizing you up to see if you'd make good prey. They'd learn all about you, your hopes, your dreams, your insecurities. Now, self-belief is something we all need. Before you cross paths with a narcissist, you probably had it. Confidence in yourself, feeling pretty solid, right? My hope is you're still that same kind, loving and stable person today. But narcissists can't handle that. They need everyone around them to doubt themselves, to buy into their fake persona. So, what do? They gather a bunch of yes men, people they can control, folks they can keep under their spell. And at one point, that was you. It was definitely me. But when you start doubting yourself, believing that someone else knows what's best for you, when they really don't, that's a tough spot to be in. And guess what? That's exactly where the narcissist wants you. They want you to think they're the expert on your life. That's why I've always stressed the importance of seeing through their act. When you peel back that mask and realize the person you fell for isn't who you were really with, it hits hard. The person you were with, they're the one who discarded you like yesterday's trash. There's no substance to these folks, just empty shells. And the first thing they rob you of is your belief in yourself. Here's another thing the narcissist drains from you: your assets, your resources, and your hard-earned cash. Just think about all the money you shelled out while you were tangled up in that toxic relationship. Maybe you were footing the bill for their rent, or maybe you were bankrolling their education. Perhaps you were funding fancy vacations or covering the kids' school fees. Or, hey, maybe you were dealing with a narcissist who had a knack for online shopping and drained your bank account. Whatever the case, you were pouring your financial resources into the narcissist's pockets. And guess what? For most folks, that well eventually runs dry. They end up giving too much, getting financially abused, and the narcissist knows it. So, what do? They try to bleed you dry, leaving you with nothing but empty pockets. All the while, behind the scenes, they're on the hunt for their next victim. Yep, they're scoping out your replacement while they're still sucking you dry. Maybe you didn't realize it then. I certainly didn't. But that's the game they play. They hop from person to person, relationship to relationship, leaving a trail of wreckage behind them. And they couldn't care less about anyone but themselves. We see it clearly now. So, that's another thing the narcissist will swipe from you: your money. Because what they love more than their own cash is getting their hands on yours. And that's why, so often in those narcissistic relationships, the narcissist was probably stashing some of your cash away for themselves. They'd sneakily squirrel it away or pretend they were broke while secretly stacking their own pockets with your hard-earned dough. They might even downplay their own earnings, all the while hoarding cash away from you. That's why you ended up footing the bill for so much in that relationship. Now, another thing they're out to snatch from you: your hobbies. Imagine you love hitting the waves, shredding some slopes, or getting lost in a good book. Well, guess what? Once the narcissist waltzed into your life, suddenly you're not surfing as much, skang's off the table, and reading. Forget about it. The narcissist wants to dictate every aspect of your life: what you do, when you do it, and who you do it with. Usually, in the early days of the relationship, during that lovey-dovey phase, they're pulling out all the stops. They want you head over heels for them, willing to bend over backward to make them happy. They'll charm the socks off you, making you think they're the greatest thing since sliced bread. Maybe you even considered putting a ring on it. Or maybe they did, because they couldn't bear the thought of being without your light. But all the while, they're eyeing up what they can take from you. And one thing they're keen on snatching: your hobbies. So here's the deal. After a while, you notice something off. You weren't hitting the slopes, catching waves, or even picking up a book as much as you used to. Instead, you were caught up in a whirlwind of chores and obligations. Juggling bills, providing a shoulder to lean on, offering endless apologies and chauffeuring around town. That was your daily routine. You maintained a pristine house, cooked up a storm, and tackled every odd job imaginable, from raking leaves to shoveling snow. Let's not forget those grocery store runs. Ever grab the wrong bread? You'd find yourself back at the store, even if the list said otherwise. Living with them felt like a topsy-turvy world with no consistency, always taking as much as they could. Your hobbies, just another thing on the chopping block. Did you ever feel like you were losing yourself in that relationship? It was an emotional roller coaster, with moments of sunshine and chaos. You were there, putting out fires, dealing with drama, and bending over backward. But deep down, you felt like a shadow of your former self. You probably didn't realize the narcissist wasn't looking out for you. They wanted to keep you under their thumb, steal your light, and silence you. Every time you spoke up, they shut you down, brushing aside your opinions, desires, and dreams. Going against their wishes meant silent treatment, gaslighting, blame shifting, all to keep you in line. Being in a relationship with a narcissist felt like a topsy-turvy world, constantly second-guessing yourself. They took more and more from you until you hardly recognize yourself. Let's talk about your professional life. You might have had a career you were proud of, where you were valued and respected. But what happened when you came home to the narcissist? Instead of receiving recognition for your achievements, you were consistently belittled and made to feel insignificant. They would dismiss your accomplishments, insisting that you were not as important as you believed. It was like a switch being flipped. At work, you were somebody, but at home, you were nobody. Consider this. After a fulfilling day at work, you'd return home to uncertainty and fear. You never knew which version of the narcissist would greet you at the door, the Dr. Jekyll who treated you with respect, or the Mr. Hyde who tore you down with criticism and blame. While your professional life flourished, your personal life was in disarray. The narcissist aimed to diminish your light, silence your voice, and maintain control over you. They instilled doubt in your abilities, leaving you feeling adrift and powerless. But here's the reality. The narcissist is the one of low value, not you. They thrive on manipulation and control, sapping your energy while feeding off your success. And when you had nothing left to give, they'd discard you without a second thought, moving on to their next target. However, you're not a victim, you're a survivor. You've navigated through adversity and emerged stronger. You've seen through the narcissist's facade and reclaimed control over your life. Whether you've cut off contact or are still finding your path, know that you're not alone. You possess the strength and resilience to break free from the narcissist's grasp and rediscover your true self. And when you do, you'll emerge as a version of yourself that no narcissist can diminish. Consider the places you once called home, perhaps a city, town, or even a country. During your time with the narcissist, you may have had to leave that place behind. But they didn't take that from you. While they may have made you feel stuck there for a while, ultimately, you made the choice to move forward. Think of it as shedding old skin. That place served its purpose during that chapter of your life, but now it's time for a fresh start. You needed to distance yourself from the toxicity of the narcissist, to find a new environment where you could heal and grow. Now let's discuss your children. Whether they're your biological children or not, the narcissist likely attempted to interfere with your relationship with them. They may have tried to turn them against you or undermine your role as a parent. Parenting with a narcissist is no easy feat. They're more focused on their own needs and the well-being of their children. You probably found yourself shouldering the majority of the parenting responsibilities while the narcissist shirked theirs. But here's the truth. You're the better parent. You care about your kids' well-being and future, whereas the narcissist only cares about themselves. They might try to palm off their parenting duties onto others, but deep down, they're neglecting their responsibilities as a parent. So yes, the narcissist may have tried to disrupt your life and relationships, but they didn't succeed. You've taken back control, and now you're building a brighter future for yourself and your loved ones. Let's talk about parenting with a narcissist. They often try to steal the spotlight, acting like they're the better parent by showering the kids with gifts and presents, trying to outshine you. For example, if you felt your kid wasn't ready for a smartphone, the narcissist would go ahead and give it to them, making you seem like the bad guy. This abusive cycle keeps going in circles, with the narcissist at the center. That's why going no contact is crucial to break free from their manipulation. Then there's the impact on special occasions like holidays or birthdays. Maybe Halloween used to be your favorite holiday until the narcissist came along. They might have even chosen to discard you right before an important day, like Halloween, to hurt you even more. They take away your happiness, your sense of joy, and your ability to celebrate. It's all about control for them. But we, as empaths, need to be vigilant. We need to surround ourselves with genuine, trustworthy people who lift us up, not tear us down. Remember, once you break free from their grip, heal, and rebuild your life, the narcissist loses their power over you. You become stronger, resilient, and better than ever. So if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Until next time, take care everyone. Bye-bye.